how do banks approve mortgages and loans? Well, I've spent 18 years answering this question, and not only answering this question, but trying to put deals together for people that kind of follows this sort of pattern. And so there's sort of three areas that we talk about with clients. Certainly, if you went to emilynow.ca, you would see these same three areas reflected on the website. And so the first thing is just some answers to questions. Why do you need the money? How are you going to pay it back? Have you ever borrowed money before? So there's just some questions that banks are going to ask you. So they sort of start there. Then they move into asking for the documents that are needed to evidence the answers to your questions. So if you told us you made X amount of dollars on your paycheck, then we need to see a copy of your pay stub. If you tell us your business generates $1 million a year in income, we need to see financial statements to support that. So there's the questions that a bank's going to ask you, then there's the documents and the information that they're going to need to see to prove the answers out, and then there's going to be the numbers part of it, which is the math. They're going to run a bunch of calculations, because now they've got the answers to your questions, they've got your documents, they can quickly determine, okay, is this person or does this loan application or mortgage application actually stand a chance of getting approved? Do they have enough cash? Do they have enough equity? Do they have enough income? Does their credit score give them access to the best interest rates? Does their company financial history, if they're a business, have enough good history to merit an approval? So it's not sophisticated what the banks go through, although it kind of feels like that when you're the one sitting on the other side of a table from a banker or a broker or a mortgage specialist or a loan specialist or a consultant or whoever you're using to help you get approved. But don't get lost in the forest. There really is sort of three big pieces that you need to know. You need to know what questions are you going to have answers to. You're going to have to be able to have the documents available to support the answers that you gave. And then at the end of that, you're also going to have to be able to prove out the math. And that's usually the part where most people get stuck. They can answer the questions, they can give someone all of their paperwork over a series of emails or faxes or physical paper, but where the average borrower tends to fall down a little bit is they don't know the math. They don't know the math feels like a black box. I just give my stuff to the bank and then I pray and hope that I get approved. Well, it doesn't have to be that hard. In fact, if you go to emilynow.ca, it's as simple as putting in a loan amount, and then you can see the math. That's all you got to do, just put in a loan amount. If you want $500,000, $500,000, next, you're going to end up seeing the income you need, the equity you need, the credit score you need. Of course, you'll see the questions and the documents, but the numbers part is where you want to focus on, and you want to make sure that your numbers check out, because banks don't have unlimited resources to be able to help you. What I mean is, every day there are people walking in and out of a bank, either in a physical branch or on the phone, and asking for money. But not everybody, they can't afford to spend time educating every single person that comes through their door. They can't afford to tell everybody, well, here's where your math is wrong, or here's the documents that you're missing. And so in order for you to get approved, you stand a higher probability of getting approved if you've kind of already done a lot of the preparation work. If you've already worked out the math, if you've already put your documents together and basically can give over to the bank a completed package. And so at emilynow.ca, that's why we built the platform. We believe that borrowing money isn't as difficult as the market leads people to believe it is. We think there are things that are more important than simply interest rate. You want to make sure that you are checking out the market and getting the best options that are available to you. So get the answers to questions, make sure you've got the documents, but most importantly, make sure that you know the math that the bank is going to look for and that you can prove out that math. The best place to figure all of that out is going to emilynow.ca, where you can pull all of this information together fairly simply. It doesn't take very long to do, and you're going to find that not only are you prepared, but you're going to make sure that you're standing in front of the best banks or lenders that can help you for your given situation.